Rookie, I'm here. That's all I got to say.
Tough day?
No.
Tough morning?
No.
You didn't have a close call.
You know why.
So we can bask in your greatness?
Come on. The book by William Jefferson Clinton.
Oh, I know. You were going to be waiting in line. You camped out, didn't you?
Do you know people did that?
Sure they did.
You know people camped out at the bookstores overnight?
Yeah.
That's right, big day for Fantasia and for Bill Clinton.
Why? What happened to euthanasia?
I think today her record drops.
Oh.
Well, great. Now I don't know what store to go to.
Look at the Borders and Music. They got both.
They've got everything.
You ever stood in line for something like that? Like an overnighter kind of thing?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
No. Once, when Led Zeppelin came to town, Hugh Hale agreed to go camp out in a refrigerator box and get us all tickets. But he made a handsome profit on it.
No, I was thinking to myself, I was watching the news last night. I was thinking to myself, going, look at these mooks. Mm-hmm. Look at these mooks who are camping out in line at the bookstore to get this book. Reminds me of the mooks who camp out in line so they can be the first ones to see Star Wars.
What is that?
It annoyed me so much I had to change the channel. And then Everybody Loves Raymond was on.
Right.
And the guys were camping out in line to play Bethpage Black. And I thought, hey, I'd do that. Hey, that looks like fun. All guys kind of hanging out, eating sandwiches, drinking beer in their car. Gonna play Bethpage Black the next day. That looks like fun.
Did you see Raymond last night with Ray and Brad Garrett in the car?
Yeah.
Was that funny?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the funniest episodes I've ever seen.
The show's never not funny.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Funny.
Those guys are hilarious. I swear they must be real brothers. That's the way brothers
scene
are.
Where Ray and Brad Garrett were in the car, sitting out there waiting to play golf. That scene must have been 10 minutes, just the two of them, maybe 12.
Yeah. It's good.
It was great, just the two of them dialoguing, and it was a riot. Congratulations. They're listening.
Those guys play.
Right.
Those guys play very well off each other.
God,
Yeah, they
no
do.
kidding.
Like
remember-
brothers.
Yeah, we've had Raymond on a couple times, and they hang out in real life with each other, and they actually play golf. And he was on the show with us one time, and Chainsaw had mentioned that we had seen that Raymond and Brad Garrett were playing in the Stan Humphries Celebrity Golf Tournament.
Right.
And Chainsaw mentioned, hey, how about Brad Garrett's score on the front nine? Because he shot 80
Oh,
on the front nine.
Oh.
On the front nine.
Oh, God.
yikes.
And Raymond says, yeah, we got to the 10th hole, and Brad Garrett says to me, how the hell did I just shoot 80? And Raymond says, I gave him the obligatory, because you missed the putt for 79. First order of business, Chainsaw Sports is next. This is KGB. From San Diego, this is KGB. Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw here on the radio. Sometimes I start talking too fast and the words just don't work. So I cleverly just start to go, and you didn't even notice it. It goes right past you.
You're a professional.
That's why I'm a professional
David.
broadcaster, professional communicator. Talk good for a living. Let's get on the Sports Network right now. Here is Chainsaw on the KGB. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David, and hello again, everybody in the sports world. There's a part of the Petco Park grandstand just inside the right field foul pole that bulges out, creating what is called Petco Porch, one of those great non-symmetrical items there, features at Petco Park. A friendly 325 feet away from home plate. Last night, Phil Nevin found it.
On the way it comes. There's a hard shot right side. How far will I go? We'll hit that little shot down there. Going to the wall. That's the wall. That ball is in the home run alley. Phil Nevin nails one into the little abutment that comes out down the right field line. Oh, Tucker. Padres lead 2-1.
It's called Petco Porch, and Mark Loretta added an RBI double for insurance. Trevor saved number 16. Padres beat the Arizona Diamondbacks
What?
3-1.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Well, thanks to Phil Nevin nailing one in the abutment.
that's right. And they gained a game on the first place Dodgers, who lost 3-2 in San Francisco. The Giants are half game back. Padres now 3 behind, so they're within range after all this horrible, horrible stretch of play. Adam Eaton will take the hill tonight. Padres D-backs at Petco. That'll be first pitch 7:05 this evening. And remember, tomorrow night is going to be Randy Johnson versus David Wells. Oh, my. Bad news for the Padres' number 1 draft pick. High schooler Matt Bush, picked over everybody else in the nation. He was in Peoria last Saturday night ready to begin a rookie league there. The 18-year-old reportedly, after being denied entrance, snuck into a bar and bit the bouncer who was ejecting him.
Yeah.
Suspicion of felony assault for the 18-year-old out of Mission Bay High School, for whom the Padres ponied up a $3.15 million contract.
Wow.
Today's Union Tribune reports that Padres general manager Kevin Towers is looking over that contract with a fine-tooth comb today, and aside from lice or perhaps a tick or two, Kevin is looking for a clause that pertains to such an incident. And Dave, don't we have a bouncer biting clause in our contract? If you break the skin, the contract is voided, something like that. Hard-hitting shortstop Matt Bush, who also pitches 90 miles an hour.
Damn.
Nice of Matt Bush's 23-year-old brother to help sneak him into the nightclub. Thanks
Way
for
to go.
having his back.
Jeez.
When you say he's checking the contract, Chance, are you saying that the Padres don't want him anymore because of this incident?
No, that is not what the paper says or anything else. All it says is he's looking over the contract to see if something pertains to such an incident. So the Padres are basically covering themselves. If he is charged with a felony or has some arrest or is incarcerated, whatever, would they be on the hook for $3.15 million? So they're kind of looking over things and preparing themselves for the worst or the best. And what could the best possibly be?
This could end up being the Janet Jackson incident to radio for these baseball players. You know, Nevin Klesko walking around going, thanks a lot. Now we got to watch out who we bite.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks a lot,
No
Matt.
more biting.
Wow. Poor kid.
Poor kid.
Poor kid.
Well, he
What are you
he
talking about?
He just had such a promising future, and he just blew it all in 5 minutes.
Yeah, poor kid.
kid.
All right,
Yeah.
first of all, he hasn't blown anything. Nothing's been taken away from him. This will
Not
get
yet.
smoothed over. It'll all work out. They'll end up putting him in rehab.
Speaks to the
Biting?
issue. Speaks to the issue of character. 18-year-old. Is this another Ryan Leaf
Right.
immature kid?
Well, isn't that the first thing you think of?
Of course.
Yes.
When you find this kind of behavior.
with the number 1 pick, and there were
Right.
all these other great prospects, the Weaver kid out of Long Beach and the Drew kid out back east, and they're thinking, oh, these are the guys that you should get. No, Matt Bush called up Kevin Towers and said, I want to play for the Padres, home team, and he was high on their list, so they picked him, and here's what happened.
He's still a great guy, Steve. Let me tell you something. He's a great. If you look at his eyes, I can tell something, Steve. He's a great guy, Steve.
Poor kid.
Yeah, poor kid. 47-year-old.
I feel bad for him.
You feel bad
He
for him.
just got overwhelmed, I guess, and just did something stupid.
He got
like
overwhelmed and
kids
had to
do.
bite the bouncer.
He had to sneak into a bar. He jumped over the railing and went undetected and
Yeah.
was in the crowd. And then the bouncer found out about it and said, "Hey, you've been busted.
And
you got to go out."
And he scuffled with him. He
Yeah.
bit the bounce.
What are you thinking, you
Who
idiot?
scuffles with a bouncer?
Where'd he bite him at?
In the bar. In the bar.
In the bar. And you know what? The details were not revealed.
Oh, darn.
You know, for $3 million, you call over a couple of hookers with champagne.
Yeah, you don't go to
You
a bar.
call it in.
Have the bar come to you.
Exactly.
Is he getting $3 million?
3.15.
He's getting it now?
I don't know how much of that is bonus, but I think a lot of it is because
He's getting paid right now.
right.
Oh, man. This isn't a promise of a contract when he finally cracks in. He's getting this money
Right.
now.
Right.
And they background search them? I was listening to Carl Kreska today saying they background check these
yeah.
guys and, well, what's his history like? Has he ever done anything bad like this? Has he ever been in trouble before? Nope. The minute he gets the $3 million, he's a crazy party machine.
And they did the big background check, the psychological profile on Ryan Leaf,
Yeah.
which Bobby Beathard at the time ignored. He paid. Remember Bobby Beathard when they hired Ryan, or when they drafted Ryan Leaf in '98. They hired this psychologist to do a profile on Ryan Leaf. They paid, the Chargers paid this psychologist money to do a profile on Ryan Leaf. The psychologist came back, said, avoid this kid.
Right.
And Beathard ignored the psychologist that he'd paid for.
They fired the wrong Bobby, Chainsaw.
Bobby.
They fired the wrong Bobby.
Bobby.
And Len Bias in 1986. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
The great basketball player, the guy that Bob Knight said, he's the next Michael Jordan. He's the best player since Michael Jordan. The night he gets drafted by my Boston Celtics, the very night he ODs on coke, gets carried away.
And we were having dinner at Gabriel Wisdom's house. Do you remember that?
No, because this was 1986 and I was in Phoenix, but good memory.
Oh, who is the kid that we watched on television?
Bobby. It was Bobby.
I'm just going to be over here in the news dress.
I think I'm on cocaine right now.
What? Oh, no.
47-year-old Martina Navratilova became the oldest woman since 1922 to win a match at Wimbledon by beating Catalina Castano yesterday. Yes.
awesome.
Lesbians unite, Ruthie.
Old lesbians.
As the most
47.
famous tennis tournament in the world gets underway. After the victory, Martina talked about her upcoming opponents.
Maybe if you look at the first two, like qualifiers and wildcards, which you can consider as good draws.
Cut it out.
After that, I see potential dangerous players around in the third, fourth, and so on.
Boy, her voice has actually gotten higher over the years. In other sports, David.
Read your newspapers.
I'll try to think of that person that you're thinking of, Shell.
You remember the night.
In 1990.
Right. And it
All
was
right.
horrible.
Let's look up youthful cocaine escapades, 1990, Google search. 6:34, 45 seconds. This is your 101.5 HEB Sports Network.
Oh.
And now the woman who carries a torch for all $3 million contract blowing children everywhere.
Poor guy.
Ruth 60.
Oh, the poor little guy.
I feel
bad for him.
I feel bad that he had to sneak into that bar and bite the bouncer.
You feel bad for him.
I do.
He's an idiot.
Well, people make mistakes.
I don't know that I would have bitten the bouncer, but I know I was pretty immature at 18 years old, and if I'd have given $3 million, who knows what I would have done, but I would not have bitten a bouncer.
Well, no.
But we all would have been smart enough to bring the party to us, and that's the most obvious glaring doy about this whole thing, especially if you've got an older brother who could buy you booze. Come on, stupid. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry, I flared.
Traffic brought to you by Sleep Train Mattress Centers. Starting to bunch up in the South Bay North 805 between Plaza and the 94. South 15 has the usual slowing in Escondido. Reports of a wreck northbound 15 approaching Arrow Drive. IKEA's twice-a-year sale ends this Sunday. Get 50% off select items throughout the IKEA store. Hurry in now. The next one's not till December. Be sure to look for the yellow bugs driving around San Diego piled high with IKEA sale items. IKEA, west of the stadium on Friars. I'm Ruth 66 with DSC. At home, at work, while you drive, keep it on 101.5 KGB.
This is KGB. It's Dave, Shelley, Chainsaw with you. What is the worst date you've ever heard? Worst date story ever?
Well, the lady who was going on a first date with a guy and they were going to a wedding, and he brought her a little gift.
The big black butt plug?
Yes, sir. That is about the worst date I can recall. And she was all excited because she thought little jewelry box.
See, I can think of a worse date.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That we've talked about on the show?
I can think of a date that would have been improved if only they had double dated with a lady with a big black butt plug.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be Abramwitz's date.
Oh, yeah.
Where she
Ooh.
loaded her skirt.
If only the two had met.
See, it's that whole Mama
Wow.
Cass, Karen Carpenter thing
Yes,
all over
a
again.
sandwich, yeah.
I mean, which one is worse?
Oh. The loading the skirt.
The loading the skirt is
Obviously,
far worse.
yeah.
Do you know of any date that's worse than that?
No. You're right.
Even the one where the guy was violently flinging his spaghetti at his date. Remember the one who got nervous and would shake his hand and flip food at her?
No.
His girl?
No.
No.
None of us do.
They were both covered in spaghetti by the end of the dinner. Some caller.
I don't remember that one.
Either.
I do remember the story of the couple that were out for dinner, and she decided to be spontaneously romantic and crawled under the table
Oh.
and started working on this guy. And then had some sort of epileptic seizure and clamped down on him like a snapping turtle and wouldn't let go. And he started stabbing her in the head with his fork.
Well, that's not the recommended medical touch.
They both end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Him with bite wounds to his crank,
Yeah.
and her with stab wounds to the head because of his dinner fork. Now that might even be worse
That
than
might be
Abramwitz's skirt loading date.
That's close.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Well,
Kind of bummed now.
got an email from Cheryl. Dave, I had just broken up with my boyfriend of 3 years when my mom said that she knew someone perfect for me, so I let her set it up.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
Yeah, you don't let your mom set you up.
Why not?
It's never good. Never
Why?
works out. It just doesn't. Your mom knows who she wants you to be with, but not who you want to be with.
Your mom doesn't know who you want to be.
mom. No.
My mother.
I know.
My mama.
My mom. Stay out of my dating life, Mom.
Really?
Oh, don't. Oh, no.
And then there's the follow-up question. So how did it go?
Yeah. And the only thing worse was when Grandma Golden tried to set me up. No. Well, I went over to the bank and there was a cute little teller there, so I gave him your number. Oh my God. Oh, yeah.
no.
Oh, yes, she did that. Yes.
Did he call?
He was gay. She didn't know. Then she takes me into the bank to see. There he is. And I'm like, yeah.
Grandma, he's gay. I know. He's gay. He's fun. He's happy. He's perfect.
She didn't know.
I let my mom set me up. Although the plan was to pick me up at my house at 8, he ended up calling at 8:15 to tell me he was running late. It would be better if I met him at Arby's down the road.
I don't like the way this
What was that, Boyer?
That's not a good first date place.
I know that. That's why I'm reading the bad date. Interesting you're able to pick up on this.
Involuntary
Your
reaction,
keen
sir.
detective skills.
Merely giving you a supportive sound, David. Not meant to interrupt. Please continue.
But he did it in the Boyer grunt. When I got there, I found him at the restaurant ordering food for himself. He said he assumed I'd already eaten, which I hadn't.
Oh.
So we decided to go to a movie after he finished eating. He ended up parking in front of an office building because we were early for the movie. Turned out to be his dad's office, and he took me upstairs because he said it would be a comfortable place to talk. After what seemed like hours of him talking about himself, he got up and switched off the lights behind me. "What are you doing? Are we leaving?" I asked. "No, my eyes hurt and we missed the movie anyway," he said in the pitch dark. "You know, no one knows you're here, and this is an empty office building right now." He let the implications settle, and this is where I am constantly astounded at how guys just are
Stupid.
dorks when it comes to dating, on what to say,
Yeah.
how to ask a girl out. Once you finally get the girl to go out, what you do. He says in the pitch dark, "No one knows you're here, This is an empty office building right now. I could kill you right now if I
Oh my
wanted.
God!
If I wanted to, and probably get away with it.
My God, you just run as fast as you can, or what?
Well, you have to confront. You have to hit him with a chair.
have to scream and run.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Oh.
Have you seen the cartoons where the feet are just a blurry whir?
Right.
My feet didn't hit the floor. All 18 floors down to the lobby.
Wow.
And got myself a cab back to Arby's to pick up my card.
Oh.
Oh, man.
What's the matter with that guy?
Is that the worst?
That's
pretty
pretty
bad.
creepy.
Pretty scary.
Death threats.
Creepy.
A little weird, yeah.
Haley Beth has it beaten, I think. Well, I don't know. The threat of death is up there. Maybe Cheryl's is worse, but Haley Beth writes, I was having lunch with a guy I'd been seeing for a while. In the middle of our meal, this is just plain awful, okay, people? So can I just rip the Band-Aid off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I rip the radio Band-Aid off and just get through this?
We're ready.
Because this is
Brace.
I'm looking at this going, how can guys do this?
Tough world out
How
there.
could you not be trying to impress these women?
Right.
How can you not know that that's not impressive? I could kill you right now.
Because they're insane.
If I were her, I'd never date again.
That would put me off for a few months. I'd be on the disabled list for a while.
You got to think when they start out with a junk food place, that's a bad start.
No
There's-
kidding.
There's a no right.
And the
red
I
flag
thought you'd
there.
already eaten.
Yeah.
In front of you.
I was having lunch with a guy I'd been seeing for a while in the middle of our meal. I'm just going to read it, okay? All right. And can you not find fault with me for it?
No.
It's Haley
it's the
Beth who wrote it.
messenger, you're right.
He rolled up his shirt sleeve and started popping the zits that were on his shoulder.
Ding.
Oh.
What a performance, Shell.
Some Band-Aid there, Dave.
I told you!
Dang. Took
I
my
don't blame
head
you. I
off.
just.
I'm not done.
Oh,
No,
no.
it can't be
Oh, no.
worse.
Oh,
How can you
no.
make that worse?
Oh.
I asked him what the hell was he doing, and he asked me to help him.
Geez, you don't do that till like 2 years in. Come on.
Oh, my God.
That's
Yikes.
What, didn't he have a key ring to clean his ears?
I was just
God.
What a guy!
What is wrong with people?
That's worse than Boyer trimming his toenails in the studio.
Well, we at least knew him. We knew who he was.
Yeah, that was
Nice
too-
qualities on that guy. Sounds like a real winner.
He forgets birthdays, anniversaries, holidays,
Right.
both religious and secular. He chews with his mouth open. He gambles. He hangs out at a seedy bar with bums and lowlifes.
It's true. It's all true.
He blows his nose on the towels and puts them back in the middle. He drinks out of the carton. He never changes the baby. When he goes to sleep, he makes chewing noises, and when he wakes up, he makes honking noises. Oh, and he scratches himself with his keys.
Oh.
I guess that's it. Oh, no, wait, he kicks me in his sleep, and his toenails are too long and yellow. That's all I can think of right now.
Okay.
Hey.
Joe, you're on the KGB. What's going on?
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
I'm blown away by this stuff.
I am too. I cannot believe these guys can actually get a date. I'm a somewhat normal guy, you know. I mean, and I've had a hard time finding, a somewhat normal girl. But that's ridiculous. I can't believe you're actually saying that on the radio.
You mean you don't work on your back knee on your dates? You don't threaten to kill your dates at a dark office?
No, not at all. I can't believe it. I really am wondering where these women find these guys or where they pop up. And like you said, I mean, come on, you're on a first date? Yeah, that's the thing you're going to throw out to them. Hey, let me pop my zits while we have dinner here.
And then I'll kill you. I mean,
Damn it.
Unbelievable. But I love your show, guys.
Thanks, I love yours.
All right, see ya.
Do either one of those eclipse Abramowitz's skirt loader?
Well, the killing, sure, because that's just so permanent.
Yes, it does. I think it does because the no, maybe not. Not the threat.
Well,
the threat, but the actual back job.
The
there,
back knee?
Yeah.
The back knee thing, that was on purpose. I would contend that Bromo's girl was just so excited about being with Bromo.
She just got a nervous tummy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? It was an accident.
It was an accident.
I love how he tells that story. We're walking along, and she says, by the way... He always makes the same noise.
And then you didn't make it, did you?
How'd you guess?
I'd rather have somebody popping zits in my car than driving home with them after loading their skirt.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Yep. Accident or no accident, it doesn't matter, because remember, he had to drive her home in his car.
And then spend the night with her after she paraded in front of no, she's a
What
brown
the
girl.
hell is that? Whoa, Dave.
I thought of a good thing from
Will
all
you
of
share?
this.
What's that?
If we ever have a bad day we want to get out of, we can try these things. Suddenly, you can't say bagel to weasel out of it.
Just start working on your back knee. Right?
Would it help?
Would you get that for me?
Anyone got a story that comes close to those? I want to hear from you.
Wow.
888-570-1015. It's a direct connect. And it's always the guys.
Yep.
It's always the guys who are doing stupid things. I mean, Abramowitz's date who loaded her skirt.
Yeah.
As bad as that is, it was accidental.
That's right.
These guys are doing these things on purpose.
Unbelievable.
And there's plenty of guys out there who can't even get a date. They don't even have back knee and they can't get a date. What is that? It's not right! Get Turco on it! 888-570-1015. It's a direct connect. This is KGB. We're on to KGB. It's Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. Thanks for switching us on. Dates from Hell continue. Diana submitting this one, and once again, of course, it's the women who are normal and the guys who are messed up. It's always going to be that way. You're not going to find messed up women out there on dates. I really don't think you will.
Well, the ones we've heard about have just been accidents. I mean, the skirt loading, that, it's just
That's
an
it.
accident. It's embarrassing.
I don't believe there are guys out there with date from hell stories. That it was the woman's fault, not yours.
Right. I mean, maybe, but not typically.
I haven't heard from them.
Yep.
888-570-1015 is our number. I'd love to hear from you if you got one. Dave, my date from hell started on a blind date with another couple. We decided that we would see Alien 3. Who goes to see Alien 3 on a first date?
You shouldn't.
Am I the only one who picks up on that? That's not a first date movie.
Not at all.
No way. If you're going to go to the movies on a first date, you go see like a Jennifer Aniston movie or
Right.
something like that.
Yes.
Although there is something to be said for having a scary movie, so the girl jumps into your arms. That's kind of a classic
Come
thing.
on.
That's what they say.
Well, that's kind of a classic cliche, is take them to a scary movie and have them, cuddle with you. I think the big mistake would be like Midnight Express, like a real depressing movie, like I took a girl to on a date.
You did. Wanted to kill yourself
You took a
halfway
first
through?
date to Midnight Express?
It was the second or third. It didn't disturb the relationship, but it was definitely a bomb night.
Right.
Anyway, they go to Alien 3. I had no interest in this movie, and I had never seen the other Alien movies. The four of us got to our seats and are basically the only ones in the theater. My date tried to explain the whole premise of the Alien series to me
Goody.
before the movie started.
Yeah, because there's a reason I didn't go. I was just waiting for you to explain them to me.
Empty theaters are bad.
Soon after the movie starts, I hear my date muttering. Not looking at him, but leaning closer, I said, "Sorry, didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat it?" He declined. 20 minutes later, he's muttering again. I asked him to repeat it. He declines again. 10 minutes later, he mutters something again. I turned this time and asked him what he had said. Nothing, he said. I wasn't talking to you. I looked around to see who he was talking to.
Yeah.
There's no one sitting around us. 10 minutes later, the muttering starts again. I turn and look at him, and I see him for real talking to his hand. I couldn't believe it. This lunatic was talking to his hand as if it was a person.
Did he have a lipstick and senior Wences and little drawn-on eyes?
It's all right. I suffered through the rest of the movie, but insisted on being driven home as soon as it was over. The hand-talking freak actually asked to see me again.
God.
I shot him down, hurried into the safety of my parents' home, and promptly took a shower to try to wipe off the creepy vibe of the evening.
Yep.
Unless you're a secret agent or something, or CIA guy. Talking to your secret microphone.
I feel bad for
I
him.
think I would have
He was
left
just
it.
talking to his
I
hand.
think I would have left it in the middle of the
Or if you're a
movie.
pop diva, talk to the hand.
Anthony, you're on the KGB.
Oh, Dave, how are you doing?
I can't believe it. We've got a guy who's going to rat out a chick for a date from hell.
Oh, good.
Oh, my God. Okay, I broke up with my girlfriend. We dated for a few years, and my buddy thought it'd be cool to set me up with this girl. She's totally hot, totally, I was like, hey, hello.
You knew who it was. You knew what she looked like.
Yeah, I knew who she was. And we ended up going to see a movie and dinner, and everything was fine. And then my buddy was having a party, so he's like, come on over, hang out, whatnot. So I'm kind of shy. So we're hanging out, and, party is winding down, and we decided to play some Spin the Bottle. Now, it was very innocent, Spin the Bottle. Like, there was guidelines, there was no, like, weirdness going on.
How old are you?
I'm actually 28.
I've never played Spin the Bottle, but I
Really?
thought that was never.
We played as kids.
Yeah, that's a pre-driving game.
Yeah, I
Junior
thought this
high.
was something you do like when you're like 12.
Right.
Yep,
Something like that.
exactly. It is.
Well, you can get it any way you can, Dave.
That's fine. I'm not knocking it. I'm not judging it. I just thought it was unusual that you would do it at your
Adult
age.
party, yeah.
But that's
Dave,
cool.
I still play doctor. Come on.
Okay.
Jeez.
So,
Sure, she was the date from hell.
There's
think
someone
that-
on the
I think
next
that-
line that dated you.
I think that judging part's going to kick in pretty quickly.
here we go. Okay.
Go ahead, Anthony.
So,
You're
so I
playing
ended
Spin
up-
the Bottle.
We're playing Spin the Bottle, and I ended up getting her, so I kissed her on the cheek. And about 15 minutes later, oh my freaking gosh, she was sitting by the sink. She starts beating her head against the cabinet door because she said that she was in love with me, that she wanted to marry me, and I'd met this girl like a week ago, right? And then she ended up telling me she was pregnant with my baby. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, we just went to the movies. I have never touched you. I just kissed you on the cheek. How can I impregnate you? I'm not Jesus Christ. Come on.
And she was really hot.
Dude, she was smoking hot.
Oh, that's too
That
bad.
is so unfortunate.
What a
You hate to
waste.
think of the hotties as being the sykes.
What a waste.
That's when you just shut off the lights and like put cotton in your ears and just hope she doesn't talk too much.
Too bad.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Anthony.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm having sympathetic disappointment for him. You hate for the hotties to turn out to be the psychos. That's just not good. Yeah.
And I still had to tear off a piece though. So.
Oh, you did?
Dog.
Okay, come on.
She's hot. What do you want?
She's crazy. Clearly.
Okay, I went to her house. I
Right.
gave her a fake phone number.
You're
So
horrible.
I don't have to worry about seeing. Come on. She's hot.
She's
I'm
hot, Shell. Don't you get it?
She's so awful. You still wanted to have sex with her.
Sacrifice all personal ethics,
Oh,
David.
Yes. You just did.
She's hot.
I hit the dealer.
Hey, it's called a double bagger. You put one on your head in case hers falls off. Come on.
Well, I thought she was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is. So she doesn't yap her freaking mouth all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. See you later, Anthony.
Just mixing up a couple of cliches.
Yeah,
A
it
little
is.
bit. Yeah.
All right, Mike, you're on a KGB.
Okay, so I go to pick up this girl for this date.
No.
The first thing she does is she climbs into my car with a can, which I'm assuming is a soda because there's no way in heck she'd climb into my car with a beer on the first date. Find out later on that, yeah, it was a beer. When we get to this bar that she had decided we were going to go to, she immediately ditches me to find her bartender friend, who she had already predetermined she was going to go home with at the end of the evening, and she wanted to find this girl to hook up with some cocaine.
Why do women do this? Why do you women do that? You get some guy to take you someplace knowing full well that you're not going home with him.
Right.
I think that's just flat out rude.
It is rude.
At least this one wasn't in love with me, like...
yeah, and pregnant with your baby.
You know? But anyway, so then through the evening, I try and dance with her, and she just ditched me. She was outside. She asked some guy for some Tylenol, and he gave her 3 Vicodins. She popped them right there, and I'm going,
Yeah.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Why didn't you just leave?
I did. Right around 12:30, I said, God, it's getting late. I'm going to see you later.
All right, thanks, Mike.
He goes, okay, I'll give you a call tomorrow. I said, yeah, that'd be great. And I just took off.
Thank you, Mike. All right. Jesse, you're on a KGB.
Hey, Dave.
Going on, buddy?
Okay. One time, I went with me and this were going out for a couple of months, and she decided that she wanted to meet her parents.
She wanted to meet her parents?
Well, no. She wanted both of us to meet each other's parents.
Got it.
So she decides, hey, let's go to my family's house first. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And so we go, and her parents say, oh, your boyfriend here? She's like, yeah. Go on waiting out in the back. We'll be out there shortly. They come out, and the first thing they say, well, the brother, is, oh my God, she's with a effing wetback. They were all, except for her, racist against Mexicans.
Oh.
And
are you brown?
What?
Are you brown?
Yes, sir.
Damn it. No.
Come to my house. I'll show you some love.
Do you think she was trying to stick it to her parents with you?
We were both deeply in love with each other.
Wow.
And I'm all thinking, okay, maybe I can live this out. If I can live through this, I can live through everything else.
Didn't work, did it?
No.
No.
During dinner, we all had steaks. Knives were involved. No one was killed.
Right.
But what really pushed me is when the mother turned around and asked me, hey, when did you cross the border line? I'm all like, this is it. So I'm all like, you know what? You guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. I picked up a steak knife, drove it right down the center of a really expensive table, and walked straight on out.
Ooh, that would have been a good movie scene.
I was going to say, that's very Godfather-y right there.
Let me write that down.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Jesse.
And it's never been the same for me ever since. I've been having a hard time trying to get a date.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Jesse.
Well, they're not all like that.
No.
I would think that would be the minority.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
So.
Dave?
Yes.
Dave, you dumb son of a bitch.
No question. Let's hear it.
I got a good one.
Let's hear it.
Went over to pick this girl up for a date. Went out to dinner. Went to the bar afterwards. Went back to her place, and she gave me a hucka in the parking lot. And then I said, well, let's go back inside. And she goes, well, I'd love to invite you in, but my husband and kid are in bed right now.
Okay.
And the freaky thing is, she's still calling me, and this has been 6 months later.
Oh.
Have you talked to her? Have you said anything? Well, what about you being married?
Yeah, I have. She goes, well, my husband doesn't know anything about it. I'm like, yeah, but do you think he may find out? And she goes, well, he has an idea. He works up near you, too. He might know you.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And he has guns and stuff like that.
Well, I asked her where her wedding ring was, and she said, well, yeah, the rock broke off, so it's in the shop getting fixed right now, so I don't wear any.
Not convenient.
I know. I thought that was nice.
How long did it take her to break it off?
Hi, Martha.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
What's up, girl?
Well, I'm kind of hearkening back to when Shelley was talking about, don't let your mother ever set you up on anything.
Yeah. Right.
So we didn't have an actual date, but it was a few years ago. My father injured his hand at work, and he had to have surgery on some tendons. and my mother met the doctor, and she thought he was very cute and really nice and everything, and she told me about him, and of course I'm thinking, oh God, my mom wants to set me up, And so nothing ever happened, but a while later we were talking on the phone, and my mom said, do you remember that doctor I told you about? And, oh yeah, I remember. Oh God. And she's like, well, I heard about him in the news. I'm going to send you a link to a story on the internet. Okay. So she emails me this link, and I click on it, and he was just arrested on multiple counts of molesting little boys.
Ah. Now, do you go for that?
And a plus or a minus? Don't let your mom set you up.
Yeah.
The thing about moms and grandmothers, their radar for that kind of thing is so outdated. It just doesn't fit in today's world. And they can't pick up on the same things.
Exactly.
It's sad, but true. They mean well.
Yeah, they're still on radar. You've moved ahead to Doppler stuff.
Right, exactly.
All right, thanks, Martha.
You're welcome.
Hi, Randy. You're on KGB. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, my name's Randy, and I had a blind date that actually turned into the bizarre bad date.
Tell me.
I'm talking to this girl I met in a personal ad for a couple of weeks. She was kind of iffy about wanting to actually meet me. So finally, a Friday comes along. She goes, why don't you come to my apartment tonight, and we'll cook out. I got a little hibachi out on the barbecue, and we'll bring some wine, and everything will be all right. And the last thing she mentioned to me on the phone is, don't forget to bring your toothbrush.
Don't forget your toothbrush.
And I thought, well, is she into hygiene or what? So I go over to the house and her apartment, and she greets me, and she says, I just got home from work. I need to get cleaned up. Let me go take a shower. She sets me down and fixes me a drink. Goes to take a shower, comes out of the shower, and she's standing in front of me in her robe, and it's not closed.
Okay.
And proceeds to say, is there anything else I can get you? And I said, no, I'm fine. Why don't you go ahead and get finished getting dressed? So she goes and gets dressed. We have dinner. And I brought a movie with us. We sat down on the sofa to watch the movie.
You didn't take the hint, huh?
No.
All right.
This is the first date. I mean, the first time I physically saw this girl, and I'm not into the first shot. So
okay.
I'm sitting there, and she falls asleep on me during the movie. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I do? Do I wake her up? No, let her sleep. I don't want to rock the boat here.
Chew your arm off.
The end of the movie, literally at the end of the movie, the credits are rolling. She wakes up, she looks over at me, and she says, and I quote, "Get out."
Get out.
Get out. And I'm like...
Because just an hour ago you were saying get in.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I thought to myself, well, because I didn't make a move, I'm out of here. I grabbed my jacket, I walked out the door, and never saw her again.
Wow. Not good.
The most bizarre date I've ever been on my life.
That is an odd one, Randy.
Unbelievable.
Thanks, buddy.
Better than skirt loading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Rachel writes, I've been looking around online for a date, Dave. A seemingly wonderful guy emails me, asked to see some pictures of me. So I used my sister's scanner and scanned some good pictures of my face. He saw my pictures and proclaimed me beautiful, even though I told him I was a little bit heavy. I'm not overwhelmingly fat, but I'm heavy. And I even told him I wear a size 16 dress. He said he didn't care. We finally spoke on the phone and set up a date. He agreed to come to my house while I was spending time with my daughter and mother. When he arrived, he took a few pictures of my daughter and me and seemed to have a good time. He left with a hug and a smile, and I thought it was all okay until I read email the next day. He called me a fat, lying little whore. Oh. Accused me of altering my picture to make myself look good. He went on to say that he didn't date fat chicks and that I was not to be trusted.
Oh, my God.
I wrote back and told him what I thought of him. A few months later, using a picture the jerk had taken, I met my dating husband-be and have been very happy ever since.
Oh.
Ouch. Yeah, that online stuff is tricky.
Very.
A lot of deception going on there.
Well, it's easy to do, you know?
And who puts up an average picture of themselves?
Nobody.
Everyone puts up a picture of themselves that doesn't look anything like them.
Of course. That's why you're using that barrier of the internet anyway, usually.
Straight. All right. Let's get a traffic update here on the KGB. Here's Route 66.
Brought to you by Sleep Train Mattress Center. Slow traffic around the crash in the South Bay, North 805, just past Plaza Boulevard. Another one, westbound 94, approaching the 805. It's backed up to Federal. Westbound 8, heavy on the ramp to the 15. Slow traffic south 15 from the 78 down to Via Rancho Parkway. Southbound 5, heavy North County Coastline, Poinsettia, then again to Manchester. Need a tow truck? Get Jumpstart? Get roadside assistance through Verizon Wireless. From flat tires to lost keys, help is a phone call away and only $2.99 a month per line. To sign up, visit Verizon Wireless or call 1-800-256-0100. I'm Ruth 66 with DSC. At home, at work, and while you drive, keep it on 101.5 KGB.
All right, I've got more dating from hell stories coming up here. 888-570-1015 is our number here on the KGB if you want to contribute. We also have a very unfortunate internet situation that we need to discuss.
Oh, no.
Specifically regarding the 101kgb.com webpage.
Really?
If you want to be prepared for it, go ahead, go to the website and click on the Babe of the Day and stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Even the loosest definition by any wordsmith. Babe. Not happening this time. First, a sports update with the Chainsaw here on KGB. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David. And hello again, everybody. In the sports world, Phil Nevin nailed one into the abutment last night.
On the way it comes. There's a hard shot right side. How far will I go? We'll hit that little shot down there. Going to the wall. At the wall. That ball is in the home run alley. Phil Nevin nails one into the little abutment that comes out down the right field line. Oh, Tucker. Padres lead 2-1.
They actually call it Petco Porch. Mark Loretta added an RBI double for insurance. Trevor saved number 16. Padres beat the Diamondbacks 3-1 and gain a game on the first-place Dodgers, who lost 3-2 in San Francisco. The Giants are half game back. Padres 3 behind. Adam Eaton will take the hill tonight. Padres D-backs at Petco. First pitch 7:05, and then of course tomorrow night it'll be Randy Johnson versus David Wells in downtown. A few weeks ago, the Padres had the number 1 draft pick in the nation and selected 18-year-old Mission Bay High School shortstop pitcher Matt Bush and ponied up $3.15 million for the privilege. Well, last Saturday night in Peoria, where Matt Bush was about to begin Rookie League Baseball, Bush was denied entrance at a nightclub, but jumped over a railing to sneak in and wound up biting the bouncer who was ejecting him. Padres general manager Kevin Towers said the Padres would look into Bush's contract to determine whether there is a clause pertaining to such an incident. Yes, the standard bouncer biting clause. It's boilerplate, pretty basic stuff. Sports fans.
Yeah.
I was a fairly immature 18-year-old kid who did not have extraordinary talent or the additional mind boggle of $3.15 million, but I'm reasonably sure I would not have bitten a bouncer unless it was one of those survivor things after a plane crash in the Andes Mountains.
Right.
But hey, you do what you have to do. So giving Matt Bush the benefit of the doubt, maybe he was marooned in Peoria and it was either die of starvation or eat the bouncer. I'm going to reserve judgment until I get all the facts because I am a professional journalist.
You are?
Huh?
You are?
Huh?
Okay.
What? Meanwhile, in the National Vet?
Hey, Debbie, right?
Yeah, hi.
Ron.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no apology necessary. This is only your second day here. You probably met a million people.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, why don't you come out to the condo this weekend? I'm having a little get-together.
Oh, well, that's so nice, but I'd feel uncomfortable not knowing anyone.
No, you'll know everyone there.
I will?
Yeah, let's see. I'll be there, and you'll be there. And that's all I'm inviting.
Oh. No, thanks. I have plans.
Come on, spend the weekend with me. It's casual. I mean, as a matter of fact, at home I wear nothing but a robe.
I hope you're joking, because if you're not, this is highly inappropriate.
I hope you're joking, because if it's not, this is highly inappropriate. What the hell does that mean? What are you, a lesbian or something?
Get out of my office!
Chicks, you're all the same. You're not even that pretty. I just wanted to do you.
Security, and I'm suing you and this company!
Whoa, wait! I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll come over.
When you've done something wrong and know it, apologize. It helps ease tension in the workplace, and it helps you gain respect by admitting your mistake.
Dr. Business Council on Health for
Skateball Association. After defeating the Detroit Pistons in Game 7 of the finals night before last, the world champion Lakers will parade through downtown Los Angeles today. Hang on. What? That was a typo. The Pistons beat the Lakers a week ago.
Yes, they did, Jane.
Although my sources tell me that Shaquille O'Neal will be driving his Escalade past the Staples Center today, desperately looking for somebody to wave to. Oh, there's a guy, Shaq, holding up a paper bag. He sees you. Yeah, good for you.
Is there a history of insanity in your family?
What?
Rub it in.
Who, mine? Oh, okay. In other sports, David.
Read your newspapers.
Beautiful. 7:30. 35 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my!
Jane, brought to you by Trophies. Everyone wants low prices and great service. That's why people like you award their appetite at Trophies. Great service, top quality food, always low prices. Trophies. Here's Ruthie.
Brought to you by Sleep Train Mattress Center. Slow traffic around the crash westbound 52 just past Mast. North 805 shows a wreck past Plaza Boulevard, then some slowing from Balboa to the 52. Westbound 94 shows a crash before the 805. That's backed up towards Federal. Slow traffic south 5 North County Coast, Poinsettia off and on to Manchester. South 15 still slows in Escondido. Westbound 8 heavy on the ramp to the 15. Need a tow truck? At Jumpstart, get roadside assistance through Verizon Wireless. From flat tires to lost keys, help is a phone call away and only $2.99 a month per line. To sign up, visit Verizon Wireless or call 1-800-256-0100. I'm Ruth, 66 with DSC, at home, at work, or while you drive. Keep it on 101.5 KGB.
All right, did you get your browser set to the Babe of the Day?
Yep. Got
101kgb.com. Click on Babes, and then click on Babe of the Day. We'll get to that in just a second. I want to tell you about Date from Hell from listener Lex.
Oh, no.
Says, Dear Dave, my one and only date from hell started off on shaky ground because my motives were questionable. Thanks to a tip from a real player friend, I knew the girl was an easy mark. She was really pretty hot, but too foul-mouthed and, more than a tad skanky. But for one night, for the no-miss factor, my friend assured me, I figured I could take it. We went to a party, and my hand to God in front of a group of several other people, she started vigorously scratching her hoo-ha area and then loudly proclaimed, These herpes are just killing me today.
Wow.
My tires smoked when I drove her home. Love your show like Bromo likes a girl who's regular. Listener Lex.
Oh,
God. Ron, you're on the KGB. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, not much, Dave. Just heard your show. By the way, my wife is sorry. That's Denise who blew the thing with Shelley and her boyfriend moving in. So she really is sorry about that.
I give up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. In any case.
Thanks for calling.
This happened.
Do you know what he's talking about?
She's the one who called when we were playing Ask Us Anything.
Yeah.
And asked if Mike and I were moving in together.
Yeah.
Which prompted the yes, there's been talk of marriage, which prompted your shock and dismay.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe.
Well, hey, she's like, oh, God, this bothered me. I faxed them because I was bothered. I hope I didn't ruin anything. Well, honey, just relax.
Exactly.
But in any case, just to let you know, hey.
Go ahead, Ron.
You know, I'm 42 years old. And after you've been divorced, not in a relationship for a long time, it's hard to go somewhere to meet anybody because you don't know. All your friends are married. No one knows where anyone's single.
That's right.
You're out of practice.
So a friend of mine said, go on, the internet dating thing and give
Did you do
a
that?
shot.
Did you do it?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
It was not good.
You actually, it's one thing to go check out the personals, but to actually act on it, submit your picture, all that other stuff. Did you do all that?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, that's how I met Denise. So I figured this way, 1 out of 5 ain't bad. But what happened was I met this one girl. I thought she was beautiful. I'm like, okay, I'm an average guy, but this girl looks a lot like Lisa Marie Presley with the dark hair.
That's cool.
Piercing blue eyes and 5'7", just great. And so I go down to her house, and she wants to watch a football game. Great. So we go out. I'm thinking, this girl's great. She's smart. She's into sports. Hey, this is a girl I can get into.
Hotness factor?
Well, more or less. So what happened was that afterwards, she wants to go back to her place. We do. We go a couple more drinks, go back to her place, and she wants to go in the bedroom. Great. No problem. I'm going, this has never happened to me before. This is excellent. So she tells me after one session of fun, she says, well, there's something bothering me. And I said, well, what? She goes, well, your hair's sticking up over there. Can I just cut it off? I said, sure, no problem.
You let her cut your hair?
Well, yeah. I'm thinking, okay, I have a cowlick or something sticking up. It's bothering her. I can lose a few little pieces of hair. I'm okay.
She wanted to cut your hair.
Yeah, so she cuts this little snippet of hair off.
I totally know where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
She didn't care that your hair was sticking up. She wanted your hair.
Yes.
What sort of a
No,
spell
at that
did she
point, I'm
cast
like
on you?
Wow, naked woman, scissors, could be bad. I'll take the chance. So in any case, everything's going. This is the wildest night I've ever had in my life. So great. I'm asleep. I wake up. She's not there, and I've got to use the bathroom. So I start walking downstairs. It's pitch black, except I see like flames in the corner. You know,
flames in the corner.
Yes. As she dances her incantation.
Oh my God! I look down. She's got this drop-down desk in the corner, and there's this little spittoon thing, and she's burning stuff, and she's murmuring something to herself. I went back up there, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? I got in bed. I'm like, okay,
scream, run, hide,
pretend you're asleep. And she came back in, and she was like, are you okay? I just had to go outside for a few minutes. Okay. And I go, well, you smell like smoke. And she goes, oh, well, I'm trying to quit. Okay. I was just there. She wanted to go again. I couldn't do it for the life of me. Talk about not being scared stiff. Next thing I know, I woke up. I probably about 2 minutes later had to leave. Never called her again.
So what was the whole witch thing all about?
She emailed me and she goes, well, did that bother you?
That I'm a witch?
And she told me she just wanted the relationship to go well.
So what was she doing with your hair? What was the spell?
She was sacrificing it because she liked me enough where she wanted everything to go well, and that would purify my hair. I have no idea. But needless to say, I did not go there, and I did not answer any more personal...
She didn't put the fact that she's a witch on the personals?
No, she didn't. She said she was just... I asked her what religion she was.
What about the nose and black hat?
Cauldron, the warrants. Come on.
Right. The Eye of Newt.
Now, did you use the personals translator when you read her ad?
At that point, I did not know that there was a personal translator.
Let me help you out with this, because I know a little something about this. There's a translator that you need to know.
Okay.
When you're perusing the personals, if you know they always write about their age, their looks, their body type, their politics, their attitude, but you've got to use the translator. Yeah. For example, when they say they're 40-ish,
right.
49.
Right.
When they say they're adventurous, slept with everyone. Average looking, you're ugly.
Oh, yeah.
If you write you're beautiful, pathological liar.
Yeah.
Contagious smile means you do a lot of pills. Emotionally secure, on medication. If she writes she's a feminist, she's fat. If she writes looking for friendship first, she's a reformed slut. If she says she's fun, she's annoying. If she writes new age, it means body hair in all the wrong places.
Warning, warning, warning.
Old-fashioned, you can forget about that Hummer.
Ever.
If she's passionate, it means she's a sloppy drunk. Voluptuous means very fat.
Yeah.
Large frame, hugely fat.
Yeah.
Wants a soulmate, she's a stalker. You got to use the translator,
Yep.
or you're going to end up with a witch
God.
burning your hair at 2 o'clock in the morning.
At that point, I had no clues. All I know is I was going, okay.
Not good. All right, thank you.
Hey, thanks, Dave.
See you later. Hey, Doug, you're on a KGB. What's going on?
Hey, Dave. It's Doug. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Shelf. Your friend Doug. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, so
Sounds like you're real tight.
Yeah. I had a date from hell a little while back.
Bring.
A few years back. And what happened was we actually had a few previous dates. And this was a really gorgeous chick, kind of like a Daryl Hannah, maybe, real hot, something like that.
She have all her fingers?
What's that?
Go ahead.
Anyway, so we decided on the phone that this would be the big night that we'd finally hook up, right? And she said, I'll bring the protection. I'm like, okay.
No, wait, you've been out a few times?
We actually had been out a few times.
And so on the phone you said, but tonight we're having sex.
Well, that's what we decided mutually, yeah.
Really?
And she said she'll bring the protection, right? So she shows up, and I'm pretty excited because it's been like a year and a half, and I'm like, wow, and beautiful woman and all this stuff. And so she brings over, at the time they have these things, I don't know if they still make them, called Trojan Maxim Extra Large Protection, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, and I'm thinking, a roll of duct tape and some baling wire and I'll be in, right? And so anyway, the real thing is...
Did she have any reason to suspect that you would be requiring the extra large?
Well, here's where this is going, Dave.
Yeah.
What happened was things went to plan, and I'm a happy man, and I wake up in the morning, and she's actually still there, surprisingly enough, and, I'm kind of doing the stretch out thing and thinking I'm on top of the world, right? This is really a big deal. And I go, so, hon, how'd you know to bring the extra large Magnum condoms? And she goes, oh, I didn't. They were just left over from my last boyfriend. Yeah. Kind of deflated the balloon.
Stay with her?
We ended up dating for a little while.
Yeah.
Nice girl.
All right, thanks.
Three days later, I was seeing the doctor getting a penicillin shot.
She gave you the double whammy, huh?
Oh, yeah. So thank you, Mom, for setting me up for...
Did you tell Mom what you got from that date?
No, at 19, I don't think I could tell my mother that. And the girl kept asking my mother why I wasn't calling her.
Yeah. You never told her, well, because you got bugs?
Right.
No, but anyway, I thought that was kind of a interesting story.
Yikes.
You guys have a good day.
Yeah, thanks for sending me off with that happy little story. That's messed up. These herpes are really itching me today.
I think that girl just wanted out.
Maybe. That would do it, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That is the fail-proof method to end that date.
You don't think she's just uncouth? Really? All right, it's KGB. Coming up, you're going to want to hear about Abramowitz's next bet, how it got there, how Boyer got involved, and the tragedy that has befallen our website. We'll do that next. This is KGB. Tragedy on the website, 101kgb.com. Dear Dave, as a lifelong resident of San Diego County, I've experienced many radio shows and consider yours to be the finest that has ever been. I've enjoyed your show since its beginning and also enjoy your website, filled with many treasures past and present. And now for my complaint. Has the person in charge of the Babe of the Day lost his freaking mind? I refer specifically to the Babe for June 19th. Most of the babes presented are of fine quality, occasionally interrupted with girls that have oversized noses, really bad boob jobs, or both. And yes, like most men, I am jealous of the photographer, as he is probably getting more meow than a Korean cook working next to an animal rescue. But this time he's gone too far.
Oh.
June 19th.
Oh, my God.
If this photo was in the newspaper, the caption would read, marine biologists speculate the female was separated from her pod while migrating to Baja and beached herself. My God, Dave, if you told this girl to haul ass, she'd have to make 2 trips.
That's...
Thanks for letting me vent, Dave. Love your show like OJ loves knives. It's Dave and Ramona who writes, by the way, heard you talking about Bisher's Meats. You got to try their homemade brats. The best I ever ate showed up. I have. They are.
And so has she.
Yeah, she's had her fair share of brats. Holy and moly.
Now, it's not polite to make disparaging remarks about someone's looks, but when they are photographing themselves, and that's a word,
they're presented as the Babe.
As the Babe, they're open season.
Come on.
Don't we need to do something about this?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
To me...
Her legs look like sausages.
Can I just say, this is open critique of my own business, but I think that you need to be, hey, I don't care if you're number 1 in the ratings. You always want to be looking for ways to improve yourself, don't you?
Yes.
Otherwise, you're asleep at the wheel. Next thing you know...
You're not number 1.
Kixie's kicking your ass and they're rubbing it in your face.
Yep.
Okay.
Hate how that feels.
I consider this presentation on our website to be a much bigger deal than respecting the music, man.
Hello.
Okay? That, to me, is a bigger deal. That requires instant attention.
What are we going to do?
I could understand that being up there if it was April 1st. Any other day, no.
And so many of the girls are really cute. Well, but some of them, 18,
guys, you're far too critical on this Babe of the Day thing. I mean, you're all, yeah, they're fine.
Us?
They're yeah, you and Boyer right now, you were just going, they're fine for Babe of the Day. They're fine. I mean, you're not going to find 365 women that you're going to go, she's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in the world. They're fine. But every once in a while, they throw in a red herring like June 19th, and that's just embarrassing. Who's looking at that going, yep?
That was a bad day.
I mean, the cottage cheese thighs should have been a giveaway.
My arms aren't that big.
And listen, I understand cottage cheese thighs are out there, and maybe you've got them. But maybe you're not presenting yourself as the Babe of the Day.
With a special day dedicated to you, the 19th. My God, we should have been wearing black armbands.
And it's pretty highfalutin for me to sit here on my little throne and proclaim the Babe of the Day to not be a babe. But I'm not pretending to be a babe.
Right.
She looks like Butkus with Hooters.
And that nice spray paint tan job that they sort of ran out near the neck.
Oh, that's true.
Can was sputtering.
Well, she's just wearing makeup.
Do we break out another can? Nah, just rattle a ball around. It'll be okay.
We're out of Krylon, Johnny. That's wicked.
That is really bad.
That's horrible.
It's really bad. You can only hope that it was just an unfortunate angle for this young lady, and that she truly doesn't look that way. I don't know.
She does.
Yeah. I demand a refund.
Refund?
I gotta get that.
Oh, my God.
I want another day.
Can we get that? We gotta get that somehow.
It's a great movie.
And Tuesday the 1st.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's the one we talked about before that you had a problem with. That's why Boyer and I moaned about this. Every third day is very difficult, very challenging.
Well, how can you not have a problem with that?
On the 1st? June 1st?
Come on.
It's like, how high was she before she posed for this one?
And yet she is much cuter than June 17th.
By about sevenfold.
A lot.
Yeah, she's the pretty sister of that family.
See, the 19th basically stains the rest of the 31. Or
Ruin it
30.
for the rest.
The whole month is gone.
Or 30. 30 days half September. What are we? How many days in this month?
30 days, half
30.
September, April, June, and so I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
That's quite a pose there on June
30.
21st, too. Shell, can I see you do
21st.
that?
Let's take a look.
No, thanks.
Oh,
Can I
my
get you to
God.
do that, Shell?
No, thanks.
Come on.
Climb up on the news desk and do that. Come on.
No.
You stingy.
That's right.
You're so stingy.
Doing it at home.
Don't you think that June
So?
1st girl looks like she's saying, cookies? Her lips are pursed. She's going, cookies.
And look at June 22nd. That would be today, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
That is, yes, but still.
What's wrong with her?
What?
The 22nd?
See, that
blonde?
That kind of was my point, Chainsaw. Most of these girls, you might, any of these girls you might say, oh, I don't like her, but I guarantee you'd find someone like Ruth, or me for that matter, who'd say, hey, she's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, she's okay. But I don't know anybody who's going June, what one was it?
19th.
The 19th. Gotta have it.
That's tough.
By the way, kind of an addendum to the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
The night of the party when Shelley Dunn was schooling her little minions, Emily and Chucko.
Right.
Why did I have to take biology in college? Why
Right.
did they teach me about cookies?
Cookies.
So I'm like, use the real world.
That's right.
It's how to make cookies.
That's right.
Well,
Lovely reenactment.
our party that we had this weekend,
Uh-huh.
Chucko was overheard more than once going, this is some party, they didn't have chili. I wanted chili. They didn't have any chili.
I know, she was very upset.
She was next to tears.
I know. The girl loves her chili.
How come they didn't have chili? I don't know, Chucko. I'll get you a can of Hormel for Christmas.
I was stadium chili.
Yeah, what kind of party doesn't have chili?
June 17th, Dave.
She was torqued. It's the 17th, not the
teasing her.
19th.
This might remind you
I know.
of one of your dates at Western Illinois University. I think this was one of the deal breakers.
Let me look. 17th. And grunting again. Oh, that is.
Yeah, I know.
That is.
See, it's a deal breaker every third day.
What is that?
Come on.
Who says, yeah, that's the bathing suit I want?
Yeah.
And, sadly, it looks kind of like Mom's fur-lined bikini.
It looks like lingerie.
yeah.
I'm talking about the Hooters.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, I know.
It's wrong.
Totally.
A little too round for you?
No, that hair. For those of you who are not at your internet right now,
Oh, my God.
June 17th features a woman in a bikini, and the top is just made out of a few strands of rope, and the nipple area is covered with a splotch of black matted hair, and it just is raw. Turco, come on.
It's wrong.
I demand Turco descend upon this radio station and put us off the air.
Those are feathers.
I know, but
Those are
it's like she got
feathers.
two of those little Groucho Marx fake noses and mustache glasses and put them on her Hooters.
It's wrong.
I don't
It's
know
totally
about you,
wrong.
Boyer, but I stand by my original grunt of disdain.
It's not good.
Oh, I mean, every third one.
Categorically?
No, every third one. I mean, as a group, there's enough. Like number 10 is fine.
Well, that girl on June 17th is fine. It's just she has a horrible bathing suit on.
Number 18 looks like a lot of fun. Number 15 is fun. 13 is basically ready immediately.
But you know how critical you are of these things.
Oh, no. Those are compliments. I just gave 3 straight compliments.
But you're really critical of these in this area. I mean, remember, such and such is Cindy Crawford is 50 times uglier than Janet Reno.
Right.
Well, yeah. And your point is? Cindy Crawford's a beautiful girl.
You think June 13th is ready to go? I don't know. She looks kind of shy to me. Let's see you do that post, Shell.
No, thanks.
You're stingy.
I'm sorry.
What are you, a prude or something?
Well, not in here. I'm not going to do anything in here.
Why?
Because.
Why?
You don't deserve it.
You need to get our young girls for that sort of
Right.
thing.
Make Emily do it.
Ouch.
Does that sting as much as Ruth?
I didn't mean it like that.
I know that you're just, taking a little nap so that you won't yawn during my news class.
I didn't mean it like that.
I just made it like you're old.
Yeah, it sounded like a nice compliment.
June 7th.
Do I want to look at June 7th?
Yeah, she's cute.
All right, hang on. Oh, now, come on. You guys are depressing me.
I can tell from here.
From where, Shell? In front of your computer?
Well, no, I'm trying to enlarge it.
Thumbnails? And we brought so much traffic to it, mine won't even load now. Yeah, I know. Okay, she's a little harsh, but, she's...
Ooh,
Little harsh.
I like the 8th quite a bit, actually.
I like the 8th as well.
Anyway, all right, well, enough of this.
We're going to go through each and every 365 days.
Guys driving down the street. Thanks a lot, guys.
See, you like the 8th, and I'm looking at the 8th going, okay.
Oh, you're so critical. What's wrong with you?
She's a little hard. Well, and maybe not the best plastic surgeon.
But June 19th.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think we're all in agreement.
We need to do some sort of an internet sweep and have that replaced. Just photo not available. Just an NA up there. Something.
Right, day canceled.
Test pattern, whatever.
Stay in bed.
Something. Put a spot up there. Put a sausage up there with Bisher's meats on it. Whatever. I don't care.
More appealing.
It's wrong.
It's not right.
It's not right. It's way wrong. All right. We have a Bromwitz with us on the line here. As you know, Bromwitz has many bets going.
I know I'm going to win this one. I'm convinced.
You made a bet with your little buddy Jeff.
Right.
And that bet is what?
This guy and I have been going on and on and on about this for probably 2 years, and it finally climaxed on Friday.
Oh, that's not right.
What? Shut up, Boyer. It came to a head on Friday.
That's better.
How do you
You're doing
want me
just
to
fine.
put it?
Just keep going.
We're out there golfing, and this song came up.
It came at a head and crud.
No, this song came up, and once again, he's convinced that this group is the Beatles, and I was 1,000 convinced that it's not.
Tell me if you know this song, Chainsaw.
Yes.
How do you know that song, Chainsaw?
Because, yeah, it's a great song.
Because.
And it's who's it by, Chainsaw?
The Dave Clark 5.
It's not by the Beatles?
No.
Because the Beatles do sing a song called Because.
Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the bet. We were both singing this song to each other on the golf course.
Right.
And he was going, "That's the Beatles. I'm telling you, I would bet $1 million if I had it, but I'll bet you 100. That's the Beatles."
Let's go ahead and back up for just a second there and get to the real reason why I have you on the phone.
Yeah.
You were singing this song to each other on the golf course, right?
This is how I said $1 million.
Yeah, let's listen to this song.
Because I love you.
Yeah, that's not gay at all, Bromo.
That's not gay at all.
That's not gay at all.
No.
Singing because I love... I can just see you two dorks with your putters in a detergent position.
Right. Masticating.
Singing this song to each other.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead. Pretend I'm Jeff, if you can.
All right. I said, "Hey, Jeff, by the way," I said, "you know that song that goes, 'Give me one kiss and I'll be happy'?" And
God, that's not gay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
He started to sing along with me.
Right.
Just to be with you. And I said, "That is not the Beatles, you chowderhead." And he goes, "That is absolutely the Beatles."
And then you fell into each other's arms and made out.
No, when we both picked it up again. Give me a chance to be near you. And he goes, "That's the Beatles."
They're not gay at all. A couple of little golfers singing, "Give me a kiss, give me a chance, because I love you." And they're not gay.
I've been arguing over who did it.
And I'm going to have him listen back to the replay tonight, and I'll win my $100. Give me $100. And I will spend it.
You're not gay at all.
I'm not gay. That is not the Beatles. How can anybody... How can anyone think that's the Beatles? That's not the Beatles.
It's a great song.
Cluck it. You know, if you had clucked it on the golf course,
Yeah.
I would think that was funny.
Yeah.
But that you're singing a little love song to each other, you're gay.
I'm not gay.
You're as gay as the wind.
Yes.
And you heard about Boyer's cool bet, huh? You just now found out about it, huh?
I knew about this before because I thought I talked to her before about this.
Well, for some reason, Boyer let her off the hook last year. Now that's gay.
All right,
Boyer's gay.
let's talk about this.
Gay, come on, Boyer.
Boyer and a young lady here at the radio station. Easy.
What? No, I just...
Easy. Everyone
Zip it
gets
up.
that from you, and then the minute they turn around to talk to you, the crud, darn it, poop.
Poop. I don't say that.
No, you do that. I don't know how you guys got into the bet. Tell me.
Last year...
I was talking to Boyer.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Boyer.
Not your bet. Is it Bromo?
No, but... No, go ahead. Sorry.
She was bragging about the Padres. Yeah, the Padres, they're going to finish.
This is last year.
Last year.
Last year when they sucked.
Yeah.
Last place.
They sucked all year last year.
Oh, just terrible.
And she was bragging about them.
Yeah. They're going to come around. They're going to come around. They're going to be good.
Okay.
No, they won't. So the bet last year was if I lost, I had to wear some sweater or something and go ice skating for 30 minutes. It was going to be a little fruity rainbow sweater or something.
I'd love to see you on skates.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know you spend more time on your ass than you would on the
No
on the
kidding.
blades.
I probably
Assless
would.
ass.
Fruitcake.
And and if I won the bet, she had to wash my car the way Lucille washed that Merc in Cool Hand Luke in the sundress with the suds and the sponge and the
And her
radio.
gigantic boobs barely contained by that dress.
It's a great bet. It's a great bet.
Yeah.
So
well, she lost that bet because they did not finish over 500.
they sure didn't.
So when did she wash your...
You know what? I ran out of
What a homo!
enthusiasm for the bet.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Boy.
What'd you go gay?
No.
No
That's a clever,
kidding.
that's a clever excuse.
Yeah.
I know the real truth.
No, that's not true.
Oh, give me a break.
You're not allowed to look at other women.
What other reason why would you pass on that bet? I ran out of enthusiasm. You're so out of enthusiasm that you bet her again this year, didn't you?
Yeah, and I'll follow
you're
through
really
this
out
year.
of enthusiasm. Your girlfriend made you... You're afraid of the hoof.
She didn't know about it.
No kidding. I don't doubt that for a minute. No question.
So the bet returned this year. 500 ball, I win. If they're anything over 500, she wins.
What do you have to do if she wins?
I'll give her $100. It's like, whatever. That's fine. There was no stunt involved for me this year.
Okay.
But if they finish 500 or below,
And I heard Abramowitz wangled his way
Yeah.
inside the car with you.
Yeah. Well, it's a big car. They need someone to fill it out. Hey, you know, I said it was. Will there be an
Chainsaw.
audience?
So let's say I had won this bet, and this girl was going to be washing my car, and the idea was that she'd be pressing her boobs up against the glass, that whole thing.
Really?
Would you say,
Crud, can I sit inside the car with you?
Well, that means I'm not gay then, doesn't it?
would you say that?
No, I would not.
No.
Why?
Because it's creepy.
No, why is it creepy?
Couple of guys halfway detergent sitting in the car watching the poor girl from traffic rubbing her boobs on the glass. You're just weird.
I'll be in the back seat, boy. I'll be in the front seat.
Yeah,
Watch
that's-
the back of your head.
that's fine. He'll be in the back seat
He'll
of
be in
my
the P-
pickup truck.
He'll be in the Pee Wee Herman chair.
Whatever, Boyer. I'm not going to sit next to you, you clown. I want a good view. I mean, why is that weird? Why is that so weird?
We have to explain it.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
could never explain these things to you. And you were so mad at him for letting her off the hook.
Well, you guys are always making fun of me about saying that I'm Mr. No Fun guy, right?
You are. That's very out of character for you.
Well, no, it's not out of character. Boyer, but he won the bet. Why did he let her off
I understand that. It's out of character, though, for you to be upset about that.
You know why? You know why? Because I've had to do a million crazy things.
Yeah.
Just once, I would like to see somebody actually take that bet.
Yeah, but you
and
were
go-
outraged by these girls who had to show their boobs to get beads. You ran in and made sure that was over.
That's because they didn't take a bet. They didn't lose a bet. They didn't lose a bet. If they had taken a bet,
No, but they had accepted a challenge, put it that way.
well, it's not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing, but it's very similar.
It's no.
Yeah, she's going to be clothed. She's going to be in a dress.
Huh?
She's going to be in a dress, and you kill everything. You are the fun police.
Who let her off the hook, Boyer?
Well, yeah, Boyer, that's kind of a
Boyer,
risky
Boyer.
allegation to make since she got off the ball.
Yeah, who let her off the hook, Boyer?
The bet was between...
Boyer, you let her off the hook, dude.
Dude,
you have no defense in this one. You let her off the hook.
The bet was between...
It's because he's afraid of his girlfriend. I guarantee you.
No kidding.
I guarantee you. Because you can't say I lost enthusiasm and then go back and do it again.
No kidding.
Well, David, you don't understand my deep mental process.
No, it was a bad choice for me to have overlooked the opportunity the first time it was given. I won't do it twice.
So, in other words, you didn't lose your enthusiasm for it.
It seemed like a big hassle to find a place to do it.
Oh, you are...
Yeah, outside.
Or a car wash.
No kidding.
What are you talking about? You were totally afraid of your girlfriend. I know it.
She never even entered my mind.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that made it better.
I don't believe you. Not for a minute. I don't believe you.
Really?
No.
Okay.
It's the only reason.
I don't believe. I believe you for a second.
Wow.
You let her off the hook, man. God. You would have been screaming at me. Had the roles been reversed, you would have been all over my back, Boyer.
Ooh, now, look at this.
Wow.
All
That's
over
not
his
where I would
back.
have been. That's
Boyer
not
would have
where
been
I would
all
have
over
been.
me. Yeah, and you know that's true, Dave. Boyer
Yes, I
would have been
do.
all over me.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
But I guess it's different because...
Tell me about Bromo's Crud Crew.
Well, tomorrow we're going out. Actually, good ball game. David Wells is pitching against Randy Johnson.
How do you feel about David Wells' chances?
Well, he's pitched... How did he do last time, Chainsaw?
I'm just asking you how you feel about David Wells' chances.
Pretty good.
All right.
I'll tell you what. I'm 2-0 this year when I
See
go.
if his arm comes flying out of its socket on his first pitch.
When I've been to a game this year, I'm 2-0.
And the guy who leads off for Arizona, who is at Finley, he'll hit Wells' arm out of the park.
Hey, I'm 2-0 this year when I've attended. Okay.
It'll be like a big boomerang.
Anyway, myself and a bunch of listeners are going to On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina for a little dinner.
Fun?
Taking the trolley. You still haven't done that, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to do that. That's fun.
It is a cool
It is
way.
totally cool.
Yeah.
It
I understand there's chicks flashing you from the Omni Hotel if you get off that trolley right there.
Well, you would know best.
Uh-huh.
That's what I take the trolley to the stadium. Right there, it docks you off right there at the stadium. And get out, and we're going to have a big area for us to sit, watch the game, have a couple beers, take the trolley back after a victory. It's called Bromo's Crud Crew. Bromo's Crud Crew. Shut up, Boyer.
How do you get in on this? Are they selected already?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. I think there's about 30 of us that are going.
Now, this weekend, 12 listeners and their guests get to see the Padres play the Diamondbacks at Petco, and after having dinner and getting back, a T-shirt at Mission Valley On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina. Travel downtown via the trolley.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Best Buy in town. How do you get in on this?
I don't know.
They had a giveaway a couple weeks ago.
Ah.
So it's already, but I'm sure you'll see us out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of us out there around the right field line. I guess that's what Doug told me.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna wave up to Mark Grant. Maybe Mark Grant will see us over there. Yeah, Bromo's Crud Crew is what it's called. Looking forward to it. There's about 30 of us that are going. And the giveaway was like 3 weeks ago. What? It'll be fun. We're going to have some great Mexican food. And take the trolley down there. It docks you right there at the... Hello? Gosh darn it!
What's wrong with him?
Oh,
I don't know.
How much time do you have? Well, that'll be fun watching you two little honeys sit inside your truck while Rebecca scrubs your car.
That's nice.
It won't be weird at all. You don't think that's weird that he wants to sit in the car with you?
Yeah, I think it's a little
What would you agree to that for?
I may be outside. I'm not sure. I talked about selling tickets inside the car, and I would gladly give up my seat for $5 for the ticket.
Uh-huh. How many tickets have you sold so far?
I haven't won the bet yet, so 9.
All right. Are we caught up, Ruth?
We are.
Beautiful. Stand by for Chainsaw Sports. This is KGB.
Welcome. You've got KGB. Steve, Shelley, and Chainsaw. Plus all the classic rock you crave is once again just a click away. Log on and listen. 101KGB.com. It's powered by I2B Networks, San Diego's local ISP, inviting you to rediscover internet service the way it used to be. Make San Diego's home of classic rock your homepage. 101KGB.com.
From San Diego, this is KGB. Not really sure what happened in the game yesterday. Something about Phil Nevin sticking one in the abutment. Let's find out what Chainsaw's got on that here. Let's check on sports on the KGB. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you very much, David, and hello again, everybody in the sports world. Yeah, Phil Nevin found the Petco porch last night.
Into the corner and right and gone. Phil Nevin just kept it fair and explored the Petco porch. Thank you very much for the unusual, quirky architecture. 2-run shot for Nev. And it's 2-1 San Diego.
Mark Loretta added an RBI double for insurance. Trevor saved number 16. Padres beat the Diamondbacks 3-1 last night and gain a game on the first place Dodgers, who lost 3-2 in San Francisco. The Giants are half game back. Padres 3 behind. Adam Eaton will take the hill tonight. Padres D-backs at Petco. First pitch 7:05. A few weeks ago, the Padres had the number 1 draft pick in the nation and selected 18-year-old Mission Bay High School shortstop pitcher Matt Bush and ponied up $3.15 million for the privilege. Last Saturday night in Peoria, where he was about to begin Rookie League Baseball, Matt Bush was denied entrance at a nightclub, but jumped over a railing to sneak in and wound up biting the bouncer who was ejecting him. My sources tell me that despite this striking behavioral resemblance, Matt Bush is not a nephew or a niece of our president. Although investigators are taking a very close look at the Bush family tree at this hour. 47-year-old Martina Navratilova became the oldest woman since 1922 to win a match at Wimbledon by defeating Catalina Castano yesterday, as the most famous tennis tournament is underway. After the victory, Martina talked about her upcoming opponents.
Maybe if you look at the first two, I play qualifiers and wild cards, which some can consider as good draws. After that, I see potential dangerous players around in the third, fourth, and so on.
Her voice has actually gotten higher over the years. And finally this hour, in Alabama, the mother of a Clay County high school student wants the school board to suspend a coach. She said strip-searched her 15-year-old son. Una Gutierrez says the coach, Jerry Weems, forced her son to strip during a search for money missing from another student. Plus the fact that the coach turned down the lights and put on Sinatra. Very inappropriate, but if the kid strips and you find the money, do you really want to keep it after seeing where it's been?
Wake up to reality.
And other sports, David.
Check out your blind date June 19th on our 101KGB.com Babe of the Day website.
She's got a nice personality.
Hi, how are ya?
Age 32 and 55 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my!
Chainsaw brought to you by Buster's Windy City Dogs. Stop by for a Chicago dog or Italian beef. Call 858-458-3647 or go to the website BustersWindyCityDogs.com. Here's Ruthie.
Brought to you by Sleep Train Mattress Centers. Big wreck westbound 8 at College Avenue, backed up all the way to La Mesa to about Fletcher Parkway now. Slow traffic north 805 just past the 94, then again from the 163 up past the 52. Southbound 5 slows Poinsettia to Manchester, south 15 from 78 to Via Rancho Parkway. Another pocket of slowing at Karma Mountain. Lottery. Maybe your next ticket will be the one. It's your dream. Play it. You must be 18 or older to play. Jackpot paid in 26 annual payments. Please play responsibly. I'm Ruth 66 with the ESC. At home, at work, and while you drive, keep it on 101.5 KGB.
Hey, you're... Commentary Keen continues to come in on the Babe of the Day webpage. Dave, the guys here in the office, we don't really call the Babe of the Day. We call Grandma of the Day, Has Been Hag of the Day, Used Up Ex-Stripper of the Day, or Used to Be Guys of the Day. Dave, compared to 2002, the bottom of the Babe of the Day webpage, the archives, you'll see how scary these 2004 women are. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's gone that way, though.
It's terrible.
My Lord, Dave, that gal looks like Sylvester Stallone's twin sister. Dave, I'm pretty sure June 7th used to be a guy. Check out the hands and arms, the thigh muscles. Scary. All right. I got some celebrity gossip for you.
Oh, goody.
Jennifer Lopez might have another flop on her hands.
Oh, no.
Her next, she was in
Gigli,
which, did anyone see it?
No. Some guy said it was so bad he had to watch it twice to make sure Madonna wasn't in it.
And then she was in this movie with Ben Affleck, but thankfully what's that,
Right.
Jersey Girl?
Yeah.
And she dies off early in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what she's been in previous to that, but they've been stinkers.
Oh, one was like a spy movie, and
Out of Sight with George
Yeah.
Clooney was not bad.
But her romantic comedies were good.
The Wedding Planner was pretty good.
Right, and the Maid in Manhattan. Both of
Or
those.
Maid in Manhattan, that's the one that I saw.
Yeah, both of those. The
Yeah.
Wedding Planner was good, too.
Yeah, they were okay. Well, her next movie pushed back from August to October, and she has announced that she will not be attending the premiere.
Oh.
Too busy with her music.
oh, come on. What, listening to it?
Sources say her co-star, who is Richard Gere, is really upset by her lack of enthusiasm for the project.
Oh, and they dance. Or she plays a dance teacher and teaches them how to dance, I think.
Okay. It's no secret that Jennifer and Richard didn't get along.
Oh.
They're both professionals. They got through it, but Gere is unhappy that she's taken herself out of the premiere. He thinks it sends the wrong message.
But they're both divas.
Right.
Colin Farrell's new movie is called A Home at the End of the World. Now, it had its premiere earlier this month at the New York Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. In it, Farrell does a love scene which contains full frontal nudity. That's the word from an enthusiastic member of the audience who revealed, guess what?
Uh-oh.
After seeing Colin's full frontal nudity.
Uh-huh. He's got something distinctive about his
Yes.
full frontalness.
Yes.
Button boy?
No.
He's a leaner.
Turncoat.
Uncirc.
What does turncoat mean?
Makes a left turn or a right turn.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Shane?
Uncirc.
He's uncut.
No. Well.
What?
I just remember.
Uncut is just frightening to
It
me.
is very
Why?
frightening, and I remember going to years ago. I took a girlfriend that I just met. We just moved here, and I said, "Have you been to Black's Beach? It's beautiful." And she, no, I've never been here. I'm a San Diego native. So we go, and there's this unfortunate seal that's washed up on shore, and a crowd of people is gathered around, and some of them are naked, and we're trying to put wet towels on the seal, and all of a sudden my friend looks up and goes, and this poor unfortunate uncut guy right across from us in the circle, she just noticed,
It's wrong.
just saw it, and couldn't contain her.
Right.
And I felt so bad for the guy.
Yeah.
He was just trying to help. He was it's wildlife lover, being nice. Got laughed at.
Ruth, you're into the uncut?
No, I was just saying there's plenty of men like that. It's okay.
Really?
It's wrong. Get Turco on that one,
That
too.
was the only thing I ever encountered, Mr. Uncut.
That would be great on Channel 9. Michael Turco just pointing to
It's
the
wrong.
naked torso of an uncut guy. That's wrong! Getting out his Ginsu. Righting the wrongs of the world. Yeah, apparently Colin's uncircumcised. And hello? What happened?
Something fell.
No kidding!
Wasn't me.
And apparently I'm the only one who hasn't seen Colin Farrell naked. Everyone else has.
Everyone has.
Everyone slept with him.
Well, he's a Hollywood hee-haw.
Very few artists can go 6 years without an album and hold on to their audience. But the new CD from the Beastie Boys.
Ooh.
The first since 1998, and it's going to be huge. It's been 18 years since they first came out with License to Ill. Biggest flop of the week? The new CD from Celine Dion. Live in Las Vegas, which was dead on arrival. It won't even debut in the top 20. It'll probably come in around 23. Sales will be less than 50,000. She still dominates in Vegas, but record sales not her thing anymore.
Isn't that kind of the kiss of death to your career when you can still pull them in Vegas, but no one else wants to see you?
Yeah, the album is #1 at the Celine Dion gift shop
Right.
across from Caesar's Palace.
Oh, I'm sure they have a wide variety of artists for sale there.
That's about it.
That's where it belongs.
Right.
And in elevators everywhere.
For people who care.
Alec Baldwin has made a big comeback. In the past year, he was nominated for an Academy Award. I didn't know that. He was nominated for an Academy
for
Award.
What was it?
The Cooler.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, he didn't win, but everyone said that was a good movie.
Yeah, but being nominated is a big deal.
It's huge. Well, you get that gift pack, #1, like 30 grand worth of cool stuff.
Now comes the downside. A young woman named Desiree is selling a book on the internet, which she claims in September of 2002, I bleeped Alec Baldwin in a hot, sweaty, nasty S&M sex romp.
Ooh.
I have no doubt that it was sweaty.
Yeah.
And hairy.
Hairy.
That guy could break out into a sweat in a meat locker. They had his brother playing celebrity poker the other day.
What a goof.
What a load.
What a goof. He was playing...
He's the one that was never in a movie, I don't think.
Billy? Right.
No. Daniel, maybe?
big chubby
Yeah.
one.
I don't know. He's a load.
Really?
He's a great big load.
He was on Homicide
Oh, okay. I take it back. I think you're right,
on
Ruth.
TV.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been in the movies, but he's been in TV.
He was a goober, a goof, and a load all at once.
Yeah.
Never good. What's the name of your new band, by the way?
It's a folk trio. Goober, goof, and a load.
No, you told me the name. You told me the name of your band out in the hallway. Is it My Son Never Humped Me?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
My Son Never Humped Me is Chainsaw's new band.
I'll add it to the list.
Anyway, she is urging journalists to grab the scoop before my story gets into the hand of the media and they attempt to censor it. Be the first on your block to have the nitty-gritty about that night, which will only be told in my book. Read the story that will change people's lives.
Oh, come on.
Who gives a rat's ass?
It must be some kind of book. It costs you $20
Jeez.
to get it on the internet. The rule of thumb in daytime TV talk shows is hire a funny lesbian. See, women don't want to watch somebody unattractive, but someone who's too good looking is considered a threat, so get a lesbian. It's worked twice now. Rosie O'Donnell, Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen's show is good.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
I never
like
liked
her.
I never liked the Rosie show.
Yeah.
Never liked
It
it.
was so sweet and fake.
It was so fake.
Yeah.
And her fans can't figure out how fake she is.
I know. They don't want to.
Ellen is funny.
I've never really liked her much before, but I like her talk show.
Ellen?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, there's one new daytime talk show, and it stars Tony Danza.
No.
How many hats has this guy worn?
Too many.
We giving this guy a chance?
Been on TV a lot.
He tries too hard.
He's been on our show.
He may be the only actor to have sitcoms canceled on all three major networks. His new series is called The Tony Danza Show, which is the exact same name as his sitcom on NBC back in 97. It debuted in September and was gone by September. The same September. Fahrenheit 9/11 or 9/11 opens tomorrow in New York. And then it rolls national on Friday. Michael Moore has just appealed to the film's R rating. He didn't make any changes in it. His attorney said that it'll contribute to the national debate and therefore should be seen by the widest possible audience. The R rating will cost them, a chunk of business. Although I don't know that many kids who are 17 and under who want to see this.
There are not that many 17-year-old political activists.
How many 17 and youngers, when given the choice of the 6 to 10 to 12 movies on the marquee, are going to go Fahrenheit 9/11, let's go.
Right.
Some.
And of course,
Some will,
Michael Moore knows this. He's just using this to exploit the publicity, bash Disney, and
he's
Rage
a
Against
whiner.
the Machine to get on television and promote it for the adults who would go to
Right,
it.
and line his pockets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is not about kids. He doesn't care. This is a publicity hook for him.
I think he's hoping that high schools will pick it up and try and play it. I mean, I really think in his mind he thinks that could happen if they had a better rating.
Problem is the language, specifically the word MF.
Oh, really?
Is in it. The guideline is the first time it's used, the picture gets a PG-13. The second time, it gets an R. And after that, you can say it 100 times and still keep the R. Unless you're naked, then you get the NC-17. Britney Spears says, if I've got to be on crutches, then everyone does. Apparently, her mother just ran over a photographer who got too close.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Happened Sunday afternoon outside a pet shop in Santa Monica. Brittany had gone there to buy a puppy.
Puppies.
Hoping it would take her mind off her recent injury. Now, as always, she was being followed by photographers. An eyewitness says, as her mom drove the car away, there was a sickening crunch.
Oh.
And the photographer fell in a heap on the street. Even though he was screaming in pain, Brittany was crying, so the paramedics treated her first.
Oh, good God.
Police were called to the scene. Brittany's mom tried to drive away, but the cops raced over to her car and said, hey, you're not going anywhere. Another source says the photographer didn't throw himself in front of the car or anything. He was just standing to the side. He's not the kind of guy that causes trouble. And without warning, Brittany's mom drove off at high speed straight through the photographers. It was thought that he had suffered a broken ankle, but x-rays taken that night proved he did not have a broken bone.
That's good.
Later, her mother issued a statement saying that the photographer was injured. It was his own fault for standing too close.
Get out of the way.
Hard to believe these numbers, but Daily Variety says they're real. After 8 years, Joan Rivers has left the E! Entertainment Network to sign a 3-year deal with TV Guide Channel. $24 million.
Wow.
$8 million a year. That's 10 times what she was making with E! Daughter Melissa's also part of the deal. I find those two largely, kind of unwatchable.
Oh, I love them. Especially when they do the Oscars and the Grammys and all the shows and critique everybody's
That's
clothes.
their best
They're too
show when
hyper.
they have
Who are you
those.
wearing?
The two gay, the gay guys on the little. They have a little panel of
The
people,
designers,
and they
yeah.
just go one after the other and rip them to shreds.
So fun. I love that.
It's fun. It's catty. It appeals to that sense of rip. But there's no compliment at the end, and we like the patented rip and compliment here at the network. But it's so neg that
they
after
do-
a while
they-
it's wearing.
But they do compliment the people who look good and dress nice.
Do you always
We're
agree with them,
fabulous
Ruth
folks.
66? How often do you agree with them?
Fairly often, actually. Because everybody has stylists now, so the movie
Right.
stars look a lot better than they used to.
And it's amazing when they point out that certain outfits actually have a stylist that did that on purpose.
Right.
That it
Right.
wasn't just the bottom of the hamper, the stuff that wasn't that wet that they put on for this event,
Last thing I got for you is about Angelina Jolie, who I've been threatening to go out with, over the past couple of years.
Right, I know. She's waiting on pins and needles.
She's, I didn't say she was.
Probably literally.
Right.
Yeah, she's a little kinky for you.
How do you know?
Well, because all the Billy Bob stuff they talked about, the blood and
I think that was Billy Bob thing. I think she's ready to be normal now. I'm just the guy for
She's
her.
ready for you.
Mm-hmm.
She's preparing for you.
I don't think you get that kind of kink out of someone.
But it just shows how having kids changes people.
See?
She's more grounded and down to earth.
I think she's a
realistic.
quality person. I really do. I think she went through some really weird stuff with Billy Bob Thornton. But I've read some stuff about her, some interviews about her, and there was a moment where she was like, "What am I doing here?
Right.
What am I doing with that?
Right.
Why am I doing this?" And she left.
Her light bulb moment.
And she's put her time and money and effort in a sincere effort against hunger.
Yep.
For children,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
needy children.
Well, the movie that she's shooting with Brad Pitt is such a mess. It caused her to lose a job that she really wanted. She was scheduled to carry the Olympic torch through the home city of Athens right before the start of the games.
Wow.
She was going to appear on behalf of the world's refugees that she's been working with in her role at the United Nations. But in a statement released last night, the UN said Ms. Jolie was requested to be available in the United States from August 10th onwards in connection with the reshooting of a series of movie scenes. This is the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith that was supposed to have finished months ago, but has been plagued by reshoots and changes in the script.
It's never good.
Angelina is really proud of the work that she's doing with the UN, and she was looking forward to being seen in that spotlight in front of the whole world, but that's not going to happen now.
Wow.
Dave, I feel compelled to email you on the comments you and Shelley made a few moments ago about men being uncut. Did you know the majority of the world's males are indeed circumcised?
I knew they were in Europe.
Does he mean uncircumcised?
I think he must, because I thought it was the other way around. The United States is one of the few countries who still perform circumcisions on male, thank God, only male babies on a regular basis. Since you have girls, you wouldn't know this. Really?
Yeah, Dave.
Well, there's something else you have that might give you an indicator. Just off the hand.
Sorry, Shelley, but I gotta concur with Ruthie. Cut or uncut, it's an awesome, no matter what. Dave, my God, you're wrong. Wow, be still my... Okay.
What?
Very unclear.
Yes.
I don't really understand what you're talking about there. I was pointing out my opinion. But
And I was only relating a story about a girlfriend's reaction. And in my experience, I've never seen one any closer than that.
never handled one?
No, that was my only experience.
Oh,
So-
so you got to check it out close
Why?
up.
Why do you
I'm
have
pretty
to?
happy with the way things are.
Because once you do, and you kind of get used to it.
Kind of like a jack-in-the-box, isn't it?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, why is it awesome?
Because it's so different.
I like different.
Well, those things are just so unusual anyway, as far as I'm concerned.
Those things are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a roommate who was un,
Yeah.
and he was quite popular with the ladies.
Why? Why do you think that
I
is?
don't know.
Huh.
He was a star athlete for one, but
Oh, well, hello.
Gee
for
whiz.
two, though, that they stuck, though, and I had heard that they found it fascinating,
It makes it look huger.
the uncut factor. They found fascinating and became I won't say addicted to it, but I would say, but very enamored.
Hey, you got to try this one.
Fascination.
I will say that if I had a male child, it would be horrific to me to... I don't know if I could.
I don't think
You
I'm
could
giving
cut
out
it?
state secrets, but both of my fellas have been cut.
Right. And was that just torturous as a new parent?
You don't want to see it happen.
I wasn't
Oh,
around.
I'm sure. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't
oh my
around.
God.
Yeah, it was kind of like,
And I've heard fathers describe this about having to do this to their baby sons,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, how'd you do that? I had to leave.
no, I wasn't in the room.
Oh, it just.
And it was
seems so-
over an hour
I
later,
know,
there it is.
yeah.
According to this woman who
Yeah.
thinks I don't know anything about this,
Right.
specifically because I have girls.
Right.
Actually, I've seen it happen because they do it at least where my kids were born. When Carly was born, she was getting her vitamin K shots and all that other stuff.
Right.
And they were working on a little boy in the same room.
Oh, golly.
So I know how it's done.
Yeah.
I know that it is done.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant.
And there's no lasting trauma because the kids don't have any memory of it.
No. It's a looks thing.
I always read that the baby
And
boys should get the same as whatever the dad has. That makes it easier
So they're
to
not
deal
different
with.
from
Yeah.
daddy. Yeah. That makes
And
sense.
the theoretical that fold of skin is a germ trap,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's more healthy.
But
to have them
remember,
cut.
we explored and found out, or I don't know if we were exploring, but we found out about the Society of Men who want it back.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
very upset
Plastic
that this was done
surgery.
to them. Yes,
Mhm.
and they would like it back, please.
Good luck with that.
Like
hang
it's
with
in
you
a
guys.
vault somewhere.
I want to be with you. Kim, you're on a KGB. Kim?
Dave?
Hi.
Dave?
Hi.
You know why Ruthie's gay?
Why?
Because she's been with an uncircumcised guy. They're disgusting.
Turned her way off.
They're gross.
It's not disgusting.
There's nothing good about it. They look like this little missile, little tiny torpedo.
It's weird looking to me, I'll tell you.
It doesn't look good. I was just looking at my husband's today, and I said, what a fine-looking fireman's cap you got on.
Yeah.
They're much nicer.
Dave, I don't get it. More women are intrigued with the anteaters? I noticed Shane has quite a bit of input to this subject. Shaney, how many are there roaming the showers of your local men's club? And men's club is in quotations.
I was going to bring that up. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of samples, all right, in my experience.
Right.
I would say, 2%.
That's what I would think.
It's a rarity, that's for sure.
I would think so.
All right.
Kind of like an elephant trunk.
I just saw a little 1-year-old boy that was uncircumcised at a Father's Day event yesterday. And
sure.
I just, I don't know. I'm with Shelley. Jeez Louise, I don't know if I could do that to my little boy. I only have a daughter, but I sure think they look better.
I do, too.
Yeah. All right, guys. Love your show.
Thanks, Kim.
Bye.
See ya.
Everyone knows Matt.